Hi guys, welcome to ETimes. This is Nitesh, and today we have a very beautiful actress, Shriya, and producer Anand sir. Welcome to ETimes, sir. Welcome to ETimes, ma'am. So to start with, Anand sir, being a captain of the ship of the film, and you decided to produce this film of a gangster film. And I think it's a long time we are seeing a producer film producing a gangster film. And what was the reason that you decided to produce this film?
Uh, it's not a decision of making a gangster film. Gangster was a byproduct. Important thing is to make a nicer film. So that was the aim. But yes, it's a gangster film. It's a period drama, and since long time we have not seen this kind of film, and we are releasing this on 17th March in 5 languages. This is a pan-India film, and it's a different kind of film, I would say, larger than life film, and you will have a different kind of experience. So, because of our director Chandru sir's vision, I was convinced about producing this film.
When we talk about the South films, you have done a big budget film like Shivaji, Gautami Putra, RRR, and now Kannada. So, I mean, how do you see this roller coaster ride? Being part of such a big film industry. And what do you see? How you see that? Being part of this film now.
Loaded question. I'm very grateful. I was a girl next door, and to be able to be part of cinema and to tell stories and be part of people's life, I feel it's very magical. It's a beautiful ride that I've been on, and I sometimes feel like it's a dream. But I'm super grateful because as an actor, you are nothing without a team behind you, and that's your director, your producer, your makeup man, your hairdresser, your co-actors, your people you star with. They every day you learn something, and for me, I've learned everything on the job. Um, I have learned everything on every Friday, and every time I'm signing a film, every time I make a mistake, and every time I learn from it. And I've worked with some amazing directors, amazingly talented actors, and I'm very, very grateful that I could do what I have done.
So, so when you see that you have been part of Hindi industry and Marathi, like Victoria, and now this South Indian film. So, how you see the originality of the content? What do you see exactly being a part of any film? What do you see exactly in the film that you decide to make it?
See, I would say regional films has got more original content. That is what getting me attracted. Whether it is Gujarati or Punjabi or Marathi, I have produced more than 7, 8 Marathi films, almost more than 20 Gujarati films. Now producing Punjabi film. So similarly, all South subjects, I always observed that those are more original content, and that is the attraction to make South film.
So, you being a part of this film,
Yeah.
just wanted to know how you got into this film. What was that moment when the story narrated to you? I mean, how was that?
Chandru sir gave me a detailed narration, and I fell in love with it because the intensity and the passion with which he tells you the story, you are like sold. You're like, wow, I want to be part of his vision. But on a serious note, he showed me a show reel with Upendra and Sudeep, and they both look so dashing and hot in it, and it's a whole action sequence that they shot, and I fell in love with it. I'm like, wow, you're able to scale it on this level, and wow, what are you doing? And then when I heard my character, I was sold because it's about a girl. She's from a royal family. She's a Kathak dancer, and I love Kathak. I'm a Kathak dancer. But what really wanted me to be part of the film is the way with the intensity with which he's written her character. She is a woman of heart. She is ruled by her heart. So she'll do anything for love. She's very strong, and she's daring to take steps which I don't think I can even imagine myself taking. And to be able to play her, I thought it'll be very interesting, and I wanted to be part of the film. So that's where my love for wanting to be part of Kabzaa started. And then I still remember the first day on set in my red outfit. That's the first shot that they took, which is on the poster also. And me in that outfit, spending hours getting in that outfit, the jewelry, and I was like exhausted by the end of it. I was really unwell. But when I got there, sitting there, and when my cameraman, when he took the photo, and I was like, wow, I belong here. This is me. And that was it. I was just sold. I'm like, I can't thank enough for Chandru sir to make me part of the film.
So, film is releasing on 17 March, and it's a pan-India film. Any special strategy for the releasing? I mean, what is the strategy you're using this time?
So for Hindi market, we are going all out. We are aiming to release between 1200 to 1400 cinemas. And we are trying to keep our ticket price also very reasonable. So we want people to come and experience it. And we have nice social media campaign. And as it is because of the trailer, trailer was launched by Bachchan Sahab. So we got a lot of traction because of that. So now people know that this kind of pan-India film is releasing on 17th.
So in the film, we haven't seen that. We know that you're playing a character of Madhumati, and she's a mother. And in real life, you're too as a mother. So just wanted to know the similarities between Madhumati and Shriya. And is
It's very sweet, because see, a lot of times, a lot of directors are um, like, for when they explain the story to you, it's only from the actor's point of view. But Chandru sir narrated the whole story to me from all angles, and like I asked many questions and he answered. And I remember telling him that, sir, I mean, at that point of time, I had not announced Radha. So no one knew that I had a baby, and I just got back to work, and it was my little secret. And I wanted to keep it like that because film industry is a visual medium, and I really wanted to get back to work and then talk about the fact that I am so grateful to be a mom and of this beautiful child. But when I told Chandru, he said, "Listen, that's great that you're a mom. Bring Radha on set." And every time I was there on set, they were like, somebody's giving me a teddy bear, somebody's sending me chocolates home, somebody's sending me, I like coffee, okay, coffee for you. So they were really, really sweet and accommodating and respectful, and always asking about Radha. And I think that's great. I mean, he's really, as a director, he's all about his actors. Like, the actor should be happy. The only thing he says is, you need to be happy. Because if you're happy, the whole film will look happy. And that's really sweet.
so how challenging it was to play this character in the film? How different and challenging it was for you playing Madhumati?
Um, the body language, because it's like the way she walks, the way she moves, and the way she, like, it's also that era, right? Like, it's not the way she looks at him and he looks at her, and the dialogues and the way he talks to her. Um, and so all of that, like, literally they've used there's a phone conversation, so they've used the phone from that era, the cars, the posters, everything they worked really hard on. But like, I kept asking Chandu sir, how will this work? How will we make people, how will we bring people to this world? And he said, you believe in this world and it'll happen. And you happening when you start, when you're in that world. And it kind of just grows on you. So yeah, all of that. But it was interesting, it was fun, and I loved it.
So coming back to when you have watched this film, I guess I feel that you have watched this film. So I mean, after watching this film, is that the people are or fans are comparing the trailer with the KGF part of thing? Like they expecting it's the same KGF kind of thing. Like we are going to see something. So what is your view on that? Is it a similarity between this film, or is there anything?
First of all, I have not seen the film uh, because it has got a lot of post-production work, So it just got completed 1 or 2 days back. But yes, when our teaser came out, people started comparing with KGF. I think it is unfair for any film to be compared with any film. But given the situation, and if people are comparing it with that kind of film KGF, it's always an honor to, yeah. And since that film also from Kannada industry, this is also from Kannada industry, we have a lot of technician in common. So naturally, a little bit touch would be there, but it has got completely different story. It has a completely different scale, graph. Everything is different. So you will have different kind of entertainment.
So, come back to Shriya, part of your big co-star in the film, like Upendra sir, Kiccha sir. How was that experience working both of the actors?
पहले तो बहुत I was very scared because I'm like, oh my god, Upendra sir, like big superstar, director भी है, star भी है, actor भी है, मतलब superstar type है. अभी मैं को बहुत डर लग रहा था. I was very nervous. And होता भी है ना, first day of film, तो everyone is nervous, no matter how confident you are about the film. And then after that, it kind of settles in. And then everyone's very like scared, right? Everyone's like, suddenly everyone's just like they're doing something and they leave and they're like staring at me. And I'm like, मैंने क्या किया? And मुझे क्यों घूर रहे सब? फिर कोई आके बोलता है, I'm like, ये क्या है? मतलब इतना क्या है? क्या पीछे बताओ तो? So then they're like, shh, shh, shh. So now I didn't know. The secret joke is that he made a film called Shh. At that point of time, I didn't know. So anyway, so then they're like, shh, 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 shh. I'm like, what's going on? Like, कुछ बोल क्यों नहीं रहा कोई? Then I turn back and I see the man standing there, like all peaceful, like unaware that everyone is like so scared कि set पे आ गए हैं. He is like most relaxed, he's laughing, he's cracking jokes, and he's like fully. There was a scene that we both look at each other, we just start laughing because obviously they had to cut that from the film because he is such a simple guy. Like he's so real and so honest. There's no like any starry tantrum on set. So that was very refreshing to see. Sudeep sir, I didn't work with him. I would love to work with him one day. He's a phenomenal actor, and that voice, oh my god, that voice is so beautiful. But yeah, and just the whole experience was wonderful working on the film.
So, when you talk about the content, like regional cinema from Marathi and Malayalam, we see the way the original content is growing up. So, how you see this industry as in growing, upcoming in the future, three times?
Which industry?
Marathi and Malayalam.
Yeah, I think
Malayalam.
Yeah, it's amazing the way it has grown for the original content.
Absolutely. And uh, Marathi film industry is growing like anything. And the way we are getting a response on our films is amazing. And I think I mean, with due respect, almost all language film industry is doing very well because they are more rooted, more original content, you know. So I think everyone, and especially after pandemic, this language barrier has gone. You know, they
saw everything.
yeah, they saw everything. So whether it is Indian regional film or international language film, yeah, it doesn't matter. They want to see good films.
So, like, is there any like you have been part of all industry like South, Marathi is left, and I think Gujarati is left. So, is there a opportunity you'll definitely? Yeah. So, you would like to part of that? Is there any chance?
It's a lot of hard work going to another industry and working. You have to learn the language. You have to start from start. It really doesn't matter what your achievements were before. Any film set that you go to, you start from the start. You have to be there, learn everything, unlearn, and literally be a child all over again and have that curiosity that, you know what, I want to learn it your way. Because every director has a different style of getting work done. Some like to rehearse a lot, some don't like to rehearse, some are more intuitive. And so you need to like mold yourself. But learning a new language and doing a film in a different industry is extremely hard and also very rewarding because language changes the flavor of the people and the sense of humor changes. So American sense of humor is very different from British sense of humor. but at the same time, like for instance, we're part of one country. We connect to the same kind of sense of humor, but the style kind of changes when you do a Malayalam to a Kannada to a Tamil to a Telugu, and it's really interesting and rewarding. I am part of Indian cinema. Would love to do more and more films in Indian cinema. Hindi is my mother tongue, so उसमें आसान हो जाता है. But yeah, I think I'll keep continuing doing work in Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam.
Wow. So to conclude with one last question, like you have been worked with so beautiful co-stars like Ajay Devgan, yeah, and like Rajinikanth, and so many. So is there any?
See, Ajay Devgan sir, Rajni sir, they all are like really, really handsome co-actors. Beautiful bhi hain, but handsome zyada hai. They're extremely hardworking, and I learned a lot working from them. I learned a lot. Just to watch them perform. I used to sometimes just sit there and watch them perform as to how are they reacting to a scene.
Who is your favorite then? Who is the favorite co-star that you worked with? And
I don't know if there's some favorite, but for me, I'm a student of cinema. तो मैंने कोई मैं पुराना ऐसे कोई स्कूल में नहीं गई. I didn't I've done some workshops, but that was about it. तो for मेरे लिए ना her film set, it's like going back to school, learning and understanding how each one understand their craft. And जब से मैं सिनेमा में आई हूँ तब से अभी बहुत बदल गया है. The lighting system has changed. There was no kino flow when I came in. The camera, you still made a sound like and it was so refreshing. Like पहली बार जब वो कैमरा चला गया ना, दूसरा आया तो मुझे तो काम करने मुझे तो लग नहीं रहा था कि एक्शन करूँ कि नहीं करूँ. It's like अगर आपकी एसी एकदम आवाज ही ना करे रात करो फिर
ठंडा कम लगेगा.
Correct, no? So imagine you're used to sleeping with that sound, fan sound. The fan sound is gone, bro. Like it's like that. So I love what I do, and I'll continue to keep doing it. But if you ask me to like choose a co-actor or a director, I can't, because sometimes you learn so much from somebody. A beautiful film and might not do commercially well, पर आप उसमें इतना सीख जाते हो और आप इतने memories उसमें बना जाते हो. So I think it's all about collecting beautiful memories and keep learning and hopefully be in a space that keep giving interviews to people like you and keep promoting beautiful films.
it was pleasure talking to you, and thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.